next question is coming up now. It should be coming up with the next question, Ben. And I.
Okay.
Right. Right. Oh god, 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 oh god. Where's that blue? It's going a bit slow today, Ben.
There it is, in the bottom, probably.
I don't know why. Ah, there we are, got it now.
I'm gonna go, Junior.
Right. Here's the question. Right. The question is, Ben and Harry, who wrote the novel The Water Babies? Who wrote the novel The Water Babies? Was it A. Charles Kingsley, B. Rudyard Kipling, C. Charles Dickens, or was it D. E. Nesbit? You got 30 seconds starts now, and the last one gets the clock. Right, you want a lifeline? Right, stop the clock. That was just 29 seconds, Ben. Right, what lifeline would you like to pick? Is there an Ask the Audience lifeline? Oh, let me give you help with the lifelines, Ben. We got a switch. We got Ask the Audience, a double dip, and Ask an Expert, Ben.
I use Ask the Audience.
Are you sure, Ben? Is that what you want to do?
Yes.
Alright. Right. Audience, we need a bit of help. We've got a question for Ben 934 and Harry Turner if he's playing the game. This is the question. Who wrote the novel The Water Babies? Was it A. Charles Kingsley, B. Rudyard Kipling, C. Charles Dickens, or D. E. Nesbit? A, B, C, or D? All vote now. Okay, the audience has just voted, Ben. Okay. Well, that's quite high, Ben. We got 99% of the audience saying Charles Kingsley, and only 1% thinks it's Charles Dickens from this audience. Well, I'm going to admit you, Ben, that's quite high.
I'm going to go for the higher one.
Well, hang on, but we need to restart the clock at 29 seconds. Go.
What was the higher one? You know, the
99% of the audience said A. Charles Kingsley.
Charles Kingsley.
Final answer?
Final answer.
Okay, we stopped the clock at 18 seconds. You said Charles Kingsley.
Harry, Charles Kingsley said. Charles Kingsley. English. Yeah, English.
Come on. This music ain't going great today. It feels like this studio's falling apart, Ben. But I can't seem to get this thing started. Oh, come on. Why did I... God, why does this not... What? Well, I'll get... it is still on your answer, Ben. Right. It's gone orange, Ben. It's gone orange, Ben.
It's gone orange, Harry. Okay. I got you. We're going to wait for the see if it's right or not. I don't know the game here, but I'm still looking for you.
Wanna see if... It's gone orange, Ben. It's gone orange. Right, Ben. You said A. Charles Kingsley, eh?
Yeah.
Ben? You said Charles Kingsley?
Yeah, alright.
Ben, stop bloody talking.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Who is it?
Ben?
Hello?
It's the right answer.
Yeah.
You got 10 million points. Ben?
That was my boss director.
Your boss?
Yeah. He said he was here at the studio in 20 minutes.
Well, we got a show to do, Ben. But hey, Ben, I hope you see Chris Terry today because I want to see him soon. Right, at the moment you got 10 million points, Ben. But the good news is, Ben.
Yes, Harry.
You got 10 million points and the clock is gone, so you can take your time now. Right, are you ready for the next question, Ben?
Yeah, you, Harry.
I think I might be ready for the next question. Right, you ready? Are you ready for the next question?
Yeah, for you.
No.
Run it.
Okay. Okay, for 25 million points. You can take your time now because there's no clock. So, here comes the question.
Have we got no timer?
There's no time limit because you guarantee 10 million.
Okay.
So you take your time. Right, here's the question. Which of these is a famous painting by Thomas Gainsborough? Was it A, Mr. and Mrs. Brown, B, Mr. and Mrs. Andrews, C, Mr. and Mrs. Jackson, or D, Mr. and Mrs. Bennett? Now, no clock on this.
How do you think it's likely to be?
B? Let me reveal the question again. Which of these is a famous painting by Thomas Gainsborough? Was it A, Mr. and Mrs. Brown? Was it B, Mr. and Mrs. Andrews? Was it C, Mr.
Harry, you know Tom Gainsborough? That's what's funny, man.
Yes, Thomas Gainsborough.
Tom Gainsborough doesn't have a YouTube account. I think it might be C.
Hang on, yeah. Grace, shut up, alright? They don't understand.
I think it might be C, Harry. Harry said it was B.
Andrews. You say B and Andrews. So you're going to say Mr. and Mrs. Andrews.
Brown, final answer.
You're saying B?
Yeah, final answer.
Mr. and Mrs. Andrews.
I'm saying B.
Final answer.
Final answer.
Okay. You're not going with Andrews' answer A. You're saying B Andrews. Right, put B in. You popped in Mr. and Mrs. Andrews. Hey Ben and Harry, I can tell you, if you said Mr. and Mrs. Brown, you would have been wrong because Andrew's answer with 100% would have got the first answer incorrect. If you'd gone with Jackson, Mr. and Mrs. Jackson, you would have been wrong. If you said Mr. and Mrs. Bennett, if you said Mr. and Mrs. Bennett, if you said Mr. and Mrs. Bennett, Ben and Harry,
Yeah.
you would have been wrong because your answer is correct.
Lovely.
Oh, well done.
That's lovely.
It's correct.
That's lovely.
Which means you made 25 million points. Woohoo! Well done, guys.
Oh, hey, man.
Oh, well done. 25 million points.
Lovely, lovely.
Oh. Oh no! Oh God! Did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard it. You know what that means?
Yeah, we know what that means. Time's up for this episode. God, what a night this has turned out to be. God, game over. God, you was doing so well. God. as much as you like to talk, Ben, we had to stop the game because there's another TV show that we're gonna go on to. So yeah, and time's up for this episode. And God, what a night! I'll tell you what, guys. You two are going away with 25 million points because time's up. Do not answer that call, Ben. Do not answer it. Do not answer.
It's my friend.
Well, don't answer, Ben.
That's important.
Oh, bloody hell.
I'm coming.
He's,
Yeah, it's going off now.
God, I'm gonna have to push this on, Ben. Right. We'll have to come back soon. And this was our 200 video special edition of the Harry Hughes shows. So we got 200 videos. So and this is the end of the show, and we'll see you back in November. So it's gonna be a while. So from one of us here on the Harry Hughes show. Good night. Bye.